Bookers.
What a delay that was. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another fine presentation of The Morning Pork Part 2. How are you doing today?
Doing terrific, thanks.
That is wonderful. This will probably be a short one because I have to run. I'm running for Congress and I have to get on the campaign trail.
You got my vote.
You don't live in Florida, man.
See? That never stopped anybody from mail-in vote. Now, did it?
I guess not.
Uh,
Bookers. Yeah, but no, I got an appointment with the doctor,
mhm.
He has to go look at my huge penis.
Well, couldn't you kind of arrange it to be a female doctor, or that don't work?
Oh, who said it wasn't?
You said he.
Oh
He has
shit.
to look at my penis. Just didn't sound quite natural to me.
No, I gotta go give blood because something's wrong with the good old kidney foundation, so something's got to give.
Yeah, I give blood. I just can't stand that the Red Cross calls you so much. It's like, I give blood when I'm ready. I'll call you. Don't call me.
No, so I was supposed to. Let me rewind that. I was supposed to go yesterday, but after reading the paperwork, one of the tests is no fasting, and then two of the other tests was an 8-hour fasting and a 12-hour fasting. So I was like, God damn it. I fucked up because,
You only read the two, yeah.
I didn't look at it beforehand. If I would have looked at it beforehand and not eaten, then I would have been fine. But I had ate something, so it kind of ruined that.
Mm.
So, today I'm going to go drop off some bookers.
Need a Booker sample.
Yeah, go drop off the boogers before my son goes back home.
Ah, that's nice. He's leaving today then?
Yeah, he leaves today because he's got to go back to work tomorrow and stuff like that.
I bet you had a nice visit.
It was relaxing, like I told him, I appreciated him coming up,
Mm-hmm. Visited
For
Grandma.
Father's Day. He got to see, my cousin ended up flying into town yesterday.
Oh, cool.
So it worked out. We went out to the worst restaurant I've ever been to. Oh my God. Ugh.
Sorry to hear that. Did you eat anything that was
Yeah,
good at all?
I had a burger because we went to a Mexican joint. I don't do Mexican unless it's Taco Hell.
Mm-hmm.
So and I wasn't gonna be the party pooper by like saying, yeah, I don't eat that. No, fuck it. If that's
Right.
the spot,
Yeah.
that's where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the menu beforehand and I saw that, okay, well, I could just order a burger and, whatever.
So it turns out Mexican restaurants don't serve the best hamburgers.
No,
Hate when that happens.
that shit was bland as fuck. No fucking seasoning to it whatsoever. It was a nice 8-ounce burger, but it was gross. Not gross, but it wasn't like, put a little bit of seasoning on that bitch, some salt and some pepper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure you watched Gordon Ramsay a million times in your life.
You might have been better off if you just went and touched your face Chinese.
Well, I was since the restaurant was down here. There's this mall called International Mall, and it's got I'm not gonna say a lot of high end restaurants, but a bunch of nice restaurants.
That's cool.
Besides the mall's food court, so that's where we ended up going, and like I said, it was a good old time.
So that mall has not died? Is it like hardly any people there anymore?
So
'Cause last time
I'm
we
gonna
went to a mall, it was like almost a ghost town.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. This mall is it's a bougie mall, if you know what I mean.
I'm ignorant. I don't know what you mean.
You really don't know what bougie means?
I'm ignorant. Forgive me.
Oh, so you really just want me to sit there and say it's a white people mall?
I didn't know that. I'm serious. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were being jokey joke.
No, sometimes I'm ignorant on certain things. I admit it. That's how I learn. I learn a lot from you, Lou. Believe it or not.
Yeah, it's the mall I like to call the white people mall because it's got them high end stores in it like Nordstrom's and all that other shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
I can't afford the white people mall.
you and I don't like it because I don't like that type of crowd because they look at you like there's
Highfalutin.
some people look at you all snobby and shit, and I'd be like, "What, bitch? You know you like what you see."
So you almost feel like they're going to say, I am from Quebec. Yes, you are. All cultures are subcultures of the French culture. Yes.
So we were in that area. It was what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just came on home and got back on some NFL mat, and
Oh, that's cool.
son is like, I could hear you from the. I'm like, boy, seriously, you're in the next room. Of course you're gonna hear me. What do you think?
Well, now you know what happens over here.
Like, Jesus. That he's like, boy, daddy, it's cold in this room. I'm like, it's cold in this room. This room hot. What you talking about, man? I'd be cold that night.
Huh?
Boy, shit. Don't sleep in my room because I got a fan plus an AC going.
Yeah.
And we say bookers. So there's that. Now, do this for a little while longer, then go take a shower and go see the blood man. Go take my blood. Take my blood.
Hmm.
Get it over with so I can be prepared.
Let's get a couple small vials.
Then gotta pee in a cup.
When you walk in there and the nurses get ready to take your blood, you say, which one of you vampires is going to take my blood?
There's usually only one person in there.
Hmm. Hopefully she's good with the needle. Don't have to go digging looking for some vein or
Well,
something.
lately, the only veins you could find are on my hand because my baking wrap forearms cover up my veins on my arms.
Oh, the back of the hand then?
Yeah,
Hmm.
so
Yeah, that's easy.
the
for
pork
them
the
probably.
pork the pork grease is lathering too much.
Oh, come on. Yeah. I know that's not uncommon. There's a lot of people that have it taken from the back of the hand instead of the fold of the arm.
It's easier in a sense. I
Mm-hmm.
just, bro, I'm still traumatized from the hospital visit. I'm scarred up from all those IVs they had in my body.
Oh man, that must have sucked. Yeah, you were
It did.
severely dehydrated, probably.
Dehydrated, fucking. It is just, I'm dying, man. I'm dying.
That's how you felt. I mean, yeah,
In the hospital, no, but the way they put it, if I didn't go when I did, I ran the risk of dying
yeah. That's
because your potassium levels
scary.
are are a tricky fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
If your potassium levels are too high, you can die. If your potassium levels are too low, you can die. It's like you gotta have it right here, man. Right here in the middle. It can't be no upper or no lower.
Mm, I understand. Well, you know me. I always recommend Dr. Carnivore, but that's a separate conversation.
So yeah, man, that whole that experience that got me sick, man, that put me in the hospital, I'm my worst enemy, I wouldn't wish that on.
Yeah, it must have been pretty traumatizing. So, I don't know if this is a good idea for you or not, but I'd say maybe once or twice a month at most. I'll do a teaspoon of cream of tartar. You ever have that in the spice aisle? There's certain foods you make with that recipes call for cream of tartar. It's like a white powder.
That sounds
Anyways,
disgusting.
it is kind of gross. It's a teaspoon of tartar. You put it in like a coffee cup, and you just put a tiny bit of water in it, and you try to mix it as best you can. Then you down that and chase it with some other water. And then you pour a little more water into the cup. Make sure you get all the powder, you know,
You're making me
ingested.
nauseous just thinking
Well,
about it.
it's not so gross. If it's like a sour apple taste, and really really sour, but it's really good to get your potassium levels up. And we don't give medical advice on this channel, but that's something that I do, maybe once or twice a month at most. Just as a good practice to make sure I'm keeping up with those things. Although I have to say my carnivore lifestyle pretty much provides, as long as you're eating some good meat.
Yeah. But it is what it is. So I'll go get it done, then come back home and have some fun. Well, no, I'm gonna make my son some pancakes before he gets on the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what time's he heading out?
Around noon, so that's why everything has got to be on the quickety, stippity, skippity today.
Mm-hmm. Is this the new StreamYard?
No. Shh.
No, I mean, is your backyard mowed?
Yeah, they actually came and cut the grass yesterday,
You live right near a stream, right?
and that I do too.
That's what I meant.
Yep, it is what it is.
Forgive my ignorance there, sir. I do apologize.
You're welcome. So, in sporting news today, the Denver Nuggets defeated the Miami Heat yesterday to win their very first NBA championship.
You disappointed?
I really didn't give a flying fuck who won, honestly, because it ain't neither one of them are my teams.
It's your neighborhood, but not your team.
Dude, no,
No. Okay.
no, never, ever, and I mean ever, 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 ever,
That could be.
like
Mhm.
like the Miami Heat. Like when they won it, I gave them their props, but I would
Mhm.
never like root for any Miami. The only Miami team I root for is the Hurricanes.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't like no other team in Miami. And then like when the Marlins won their World Series the couple of years, I rooted for them, but
Mm-hmm.
in the playoff push once my team was eliminated.
Okay, well, that's good. You can put on another coat of arms once you abandon the French.
But your Cleveland Browns got a new dog mascot.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think it was unveiled yesterday.
I'll have to check into that on the local YouTube news.
There's actually a local YouTube news.
Well, the local, like I think WKYC, which is a Channel 3 in Cleveland, has a YouTube
Oh, I
page.
see what you mean.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they put out little videos.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah, when the hurricane was coming, was it last year or the year before? I was watching videos on YouTube to just get the weather report.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, we get live stuff too. Yeah, and you can do it. You can filter it by the minute, so which is nice.
It was just easier, man. I don't watch regular TV. I don't feel like dealing with the regular TV bullshit.
Yeah, neither do we. Bookers.
Yeah, boogers.
So
Boogers.
tell us what. Yeah, what? So what is that like when you're like gotta get out of town? How much earlier do you leave so you don't have to deal with the headaches of
I don't
mass
leave town.
traffic? Oh, okay, you stay.
Yeah, I stay for the boogers.
So how you're not that close to the coast then?
No,
Okay, so
not where Not even when I lived in Miami.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, well
Like
that's good.
the first year I dealt with the hurricane in Miami was Hurricane Andrew, and that one was a doozy. The funny thing was, we probably would have been better off staying where we lived, but we went southwest, so we went closer to the storm. Not, but I think it took an unexpected turn at the last minute,
Hmm.
and it destroyed Homestead.
Yeah.
So, and then my last year dealing with a hurricane was Hurricane Charlie, and that was another one that hit a little bit closer to us than what we were anticipating. Like in my home, I felt the fucking roof vibrating.
No, that's scary. Hmm.
Like I said, I was peeking through the windows as we had our windows boarded up. I watched one neighbor's carport fly into the abyss,
Hmm.
and my next door neighbor, I watched their trampoline say, "Yeah, hump with it, goodbye."
Wow. Just up and away.
Pretty much, it said, up, and you're gay."
You gonna
So
sing us a song today, Lou?
no,
Man,
I
we
don't
didn't even
want
get
to.
that your fancy intro today. I could see Lou's feeling a little bit hungry, so to speak. Maybe.
I want a snack, but I can't.
Right.
So, you kind of been eating breakfast the past 2.5 weeks, and your body's used to the breakfast, and now you want the breakfast, and you can't have the breakfast.
Yeah, I understand. I, and I'm not trying to rub this in your face, but I only eat once every 24 hours.
Oh, well, you're the nutcase.
A little bit. If you think back to our ancestors, let's not pretend they had food 24/7.
I mean, I
That's
would
the
wouldn't
we don't have to
mind.
go there, you know.
I wouldn't mind trying to fast if I wasn't on medication.
Well, yeah, that does make things that makes more of a
It,
challenge.
but for me, I eat twice a day.
Oh, that's not bad. That's where a lot of people start. They just skip breakfast and they delay it by an hour until they get used to not having breakfast, and at some point they just
For
have lunch
me,
and their
it's
dinner. Hmm.
a brunch and then dinner.
Hmm.
So I'll eat anywhere between 12 and 1 p.m. and then have dinner between 5:30 and 6.
Hmm.
And for the most part, I won't eat the rest of the day
I
until
see.
the following day, same thing again.
Hmm. Yeah, we eat somewhere between 3 and 5 o'clock, depending on the workload and what's going on. Typically,
Now, does the wife do the same thing, or does she eat at
she,
least twice?
she does. She did the same thing. Have you ever heard of Michaela Peterson?
Oh, what a Peter.
Yeah, so that's Jordan Peterson's daughter, and she had a whole host of health issues, and she was able to get rid of all of them, and every single medication she was taking by just going straight carnivore, which is an amazing story. And my wife was really impressed with that, so she decided to try as well. Which I've been doing this for 9 years, I guess you could say, and so she decided to give it a shot, and she got off all any medication. She feels better. She's healthier. She said she feels like her mind is much sharper, which is interesting. I have to say when I just went strictly no carbs, I really felt the same thing. Just more clarity, mental clarity was amazing to me. And then it dawned on me after a while is why would I do anything else when you feel like this? But to each their own. Everybody else comes to their own point of enlightenment, so to speak, and some may not. I mean, some others feel that they're enlightened by being their eating their vegan diets or whatever. So no offense to them. I just found that I think stumbled upon something as ancestral. It's, it's the way people have been living for thousands, and probably, if it's something like us for the last 2.5 million years. And it just seems obvious to me when you go out in the forest and there's really nothing you can eat out there that's not poisonous, that, well, wait, we can eat all those animals that can eat that stuff. It just seems obvious to me. But anyways, we don't have to go down that stump.
No, it's interesting though. I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
works.
there's
Like,
profound stories that a lot of people have, and it's really kind of an awakening, to health, and for a lot of people. And it's not something I push on others, but when you have something and you experience something that improves your life or people that you love's life, it's hard not to, to want to spread that word, to help others to feel the same way and experience the same joys, and realize that this system that we're in is so artificial and unnatural, and at some point you realize that stuff, but it's that's not for everybody, I guess.
no, it's not.
Hmm.
But you know what? You made it work for you.
Oh
That's how I
yeah,
look at it. If it works for you, that's great.
yeah.
And if, like, my issue is if I can, like, I lost 26 pounds with the whole hospital visit.
Yeah, that
I
was on unhealthy loss, right?
I don't care how I lost it. I lost
Hmm.
it. At the end
Yeah,
of the day,
but
it's
you were
how,
sick, I mean, yeah.
like my cousin put it. He's like, bro, it's a win at the end of the day because you dropped 26 pounds.
And you didn't die.
So now every morning before we do this Pork Nation production,
Hmm.
I I go and do about 15, 20-minute walk.
Oh, that's great.
So,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not a
good.
lot of steps, but let me see. My counter should tell me health.
Yeah, that's great.
Let me see.
The more you move, the more you want to move.
So I average a good amount.
Hmm.
I need to pick it up a little more, but I've already walked 1,258 steps.
Hmm.
So I
Cool.
average about 3,000 steps a day, a little more.
Hmm.
And I stand a lot. Like yesterday, I did 3,700. Sunday, I did,
Hmm.
granted, but Sunday was the whole boating experience and that. So, but even with that, I did 7,000 steps.
Hmm.
So, that's the one thing I like about my watch. That's why I have the watch because it
Yeah,
helps me with my notifications and then
keeps
that
you in
lovely
touch.
stuff.
Yeah, you're conscious of things that way more. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm.
So, boogers.
You said that like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. I don't have the boogers.
I told you to get to the chopper, but the chopper is infested with boogers.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
Excuse me. But yeah, man, I forgot to go down the rabbit hole of what daily news we got for today.
Oh, yeah, let's bring it on, man.
So, don't care about that. DJ Drama allegedly gets his chain snatched in Toronto. Robbers show off stolen jewelry. It's like, you buy these high priced jewelry items and they're going to get confiscated by the wrong individuals.
I see.
It's like, man, oh man. And then, Bill Murray is dating Khalees, better known for My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard and It's Better Than Y'all's. I'm not
Hmm,
sure you know that song, but alrighty then.
I don't. Hmm,
Yeah.
I don't even
She's
know who
not
that is.
I don't know what type of artist she was. There's really not a lot of news-worthy items today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2 Instagram influencers arrested after being caught trafficking 200 pounds of cocaine. That's fun. That's fun.
Say hello to my little friend. Never get high on your own supply, man.
Hey, you do what you do. You say what you say. You go where you go. Yay, hooray.
You stay away from my sister.
You stay away from the keister.
You keep that keister away from my sister, senor.
Senor Balboa.
Balboa.
And that was another thing I saw yesterday, a little article saying that Sylvester Stallone gives Arnold Schwarzenegger the best action crown. He was that dude back in the day. When he told you he'd be back, he'd be back.
Adrian.
Good morning, Rex. How are you today?
The Jersey Devil greets us with his presence, graces us.
Yes, he does.
With the Jersey Angel, whichever he self-identifies as at this particular moment in time in New Jersey. Yep. He says I-95 collapsed in Philly.
What the fuck? Holy shite.
Yeah. How many mortalities? Just one, was it, or something like that?
That is a big deal.
Oh, absolutely. It's a big deal.
That's going to shut down 95 to well, I don't know how it runs to New York, but I'm pretty sure it does run through New York to get to Philly and all that other shit. That is nuts. So, oh man, holy shite! I-95 bridge collapse. Let's see. Holy shit! Officials work to identify remains recovered from the wreckage of I-95.
That's awful. Forgive me for laughing a little bit. I happened to get a peek at Rex's homepage, and I saw the lovely pictures he had of the beach. I don't know if you saw it, but he's got a picture with about, like, I don't know, I want to say 4 or 5 people squatting on the beach taking a doogie.
Yeah, it shut down both ways for months.
Yeah. It's not going to be a quick fix for something like that. That's for sure.
Yo, Rex, I was waiting for that link yesterday, man. You never stamped it.
Yeah, I followed Rex on Twitter.
Yeah, I followed him back. He was following me, and I didn't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the hell? I don't pay attention to Twitter anyway. It is what it is.
Yeah, I gathered that when I first started watching. Mm-hmm.
Twitter is for nerds.
Mm-hmm. Man, I get tired of seeing all that. I don't know if you see that Chuck Grassley senator. It's like plastered all over Twitter. At this point, it's like, wake me up when somebody gets charged and something actually happens from all that 40 years of political corruption. You know, wake me when that shit actually comes down. I'm tired of hearing all the talk. We've had enough talk. Time for action, right?
So this issue with the 95 is going to pose a bigger threat to the nation because a lot of bridges need to be repaired because, you know, they're going to suffer the same fate.
Yeah. I'm not
because
sure.
They haven't been worked on in years. Just like, you know,
yeah. Well,
the fundings just don't go to the right things. Fucking politicians, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is there a real problem with infrastructure in Philadelphia? Is it like Cleveland had a lot of trouble with things, and I don't know if
See,
Philadelphia is a similar type of situation where stuff's not getting done and there's so much
from what I
production.
see on one thing here, it's saying I-95 lanes closed for months after tanker truck fire. So that could have caused some structural damage to the concrete that caused it to collapse. It's like a little chunk, and God forbid, like you're on your way to work and boom. Like this happened in Miami a couple of years back where they were building a walking bridge to get across like a little, it's not a major highway, but it's a major street down there to like the college.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of folks passed away. That construction company, boy, they were going to be in lawsuits up the yin yang.
We had one of those walking overpasses in Cleveland, and you know those trucks that go down the highway with the roll-off containers on the back, and they can tilt them up like a giant dump truck.
Yeah.
Well, the guy had the dump all the way had in the up position,
Yeah, that's
barreled right into the walkway that for people.
like, how do you forget your fucking dumpster is up?
Yeah, man, that's some. If you're driving a truck like that and you're not constantly worried about that on the freeway, I don't know, man. God help you.
It is what it is in a sense, but it's crazy. Like my stepfather, he's a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
And shit like that. So it is, he has had his truck flipped on him by loading and all. It's oh shit.
What's that? Lou's reading something funny.
Oh man,
Play tale, please.
Rex is awesome. Oh, right here.
You must have got something funny from. Ah, that's his old station or website.
It is awesome. It is fucking awesome. And then you got the famous titties.
That's not an official chest feeder there.
His chest feed is just with a hairy chin.
Oh man, I'm glad it's not about time to eat lunch or something or dinner rather.
Oh, Rex, man, Rex is awesome. Belly Pork Nation.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
Leave it up to Rex, man. Did you see the pictures on his website? There's some funny stuff on there, man.
No, like I said, I haven't really been looking at anything.
Yeah, check his link on his Twitter. It's funny.
I love it, Rex. Oh man! So when Bobby Fran looks at it, he's gonna be, what the fuck? Oh, Rex is great, bro. Like I said yesterday, I read Rex's comment as so condescending. Thank you for joining, Timothy. Is that what you wanted? I'll take it. I love it. You're a good sport, Rex. You're a good sport. That's how I look at all this.
Absolutely, Rex is definitely a good sport. He's our number one supporter.
He is. He's probably our only supporter.
Nah, we got more than that.
Hey, folks out there in the land, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below me. And if you would like to donate to the channel, well, by all means, feel free to donate to the channel. We're going to find ways to get it up and popping for you.
That's right.
Don't worry, all funds will go to make Pork Nation great again.
That's right. We don't even drink beer on this channel. There's no beer
Yeah, man.
fun. I can't speak for you, Lou. Do you drink
I
beer?
don't drink. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't like any alcoholic beverage.
I see. Yeah.
It's just
Uh,
not for me.
mhm.
After it killed, like, my father had issues because he served in the Vietnam War, so
Yeah.
he had a couple of issues, but
Mm-hmm.
one of the causes of his death was a pneumonia that he refused to stay in the hospital for because he wanted to go drink.
Yeah. It's kind of makes an impression on you when you're young. Yep.
Yep. So
I
I don't
understand. Hmm.
I don't question, if you're a drinker, you're a drinker. That's your prerogative.
Yeah. Right. We don't criticize others for what they choose to do.
But
Yeah.
you will not catch me
Yeah.
drinking.
It's just
No,
not your
I
thing.
won't.
Yeah. We don't either. I'll have an occasional glass of wine. Not very often. Hey, good for you,
Congratulations, Rex.
Rex. Yeah.
5 years
Really.
sober.
Quite an achievement. Yep. And
It is an achievement.
mhm.
Like, also, my stepfather was an abusive drunk.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I told myself I wouldn't drink. Like, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, I have been drunk before,
Hmm.
but it's just not something I care
Yeah.
to do.
Yep. I appreciate that too. And in fact, we don't. I can't remember last time I've been drunk. It's been a long time, very long time. Yeah, we have a like between the two of us, we'll have a bottle of wine on rare occasion. Not a lot, and to each their own. Um, so that's what like two glasses of wine each, and that's not getting us drunk, anyways. And we do one thing that we do like to do is make like a limoncello. But
Yeah, you
we,
mentioned that.
yeah, we don't have to get into all that now.
So,
But
Rex,
congratulations to Rex, though. That's great.
on your 5 years sober, is that through Alcoholics Anonymous or like something you tackled on your own? If you
I'm
don't mind me asking.
I'm guessing that Rex is a determined man, and he's not a turkey, but he probably did cold turkey. Let's see what he has to reveal here.
It's not an easy feat though, man, because being an alcoholic, bro, that's hard to shake.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're not, you can't relate to what those folks must experience because I've never ever felt like the need to have a drink, so I can't relate to what it's like for that, and I feel for folks like that.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's always been take it or leave it, and never been a hard choice actually. Yeah, Rex might not want to share that. That's cool.
No, if he doesn't, he doesn't. It's all
Yeah,
cool. I'm just,
yeah, he's doing great though. That's for sure.
curious because I know, like I've always explained, is I had dated someone back in my earlier years, and her father passed away from being an alcoholic, and it's one of those scenarios. Just like with the help of of a therapist, AA wasn't for me. Also, it's
Hmm.
therapy, but it's working.
Yeah, that's great.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
You can't a person who is always drinking, they can't go cold turkey. It's not easy.
Yeah, right. They got a little by little or something, right? There's a lot of withdrawals. Hmm.
So the
Yeah.
withdrawals, it's just like with certain drugs, you can't go cold turkey. Like my cousin, he was able to go turkey from smoking cigarettes, which was a feat in itself because some folks can't even quit cigarettes. I got a friend
Hmm.
who needs a kidney transplant, and he can't stop smoking cigarettes. He's not smoking as much as he was, but he just can't stop smoking. That nicotine is such an addicting.
Yeah.
It's such an addiction, just like sugar.
Yep. I was dumb. I smoked through engineering school.
So it's tough
Hmm.
cookies.
I just made a decision, and that was that. So I went through withdrawals. I think the and that was back, when I first got out of school, and I made the conscious decision never to go out for a happy hour on Friday after work with the other engineers for at least 2 weeks when I quit smoking, because that's when the biggest urge for something like that
Yeah,
hits
when
you.
you start drinking.
Yeah. And so I went cold turkey too. So that worked.
And then it's hard for some people who are recovering alcoholics to be around any alcoholic beverages because they might get that urge. So
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I think I can relate to that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're not cutting me off.
Yeah, I can relate to that because having smoked, I really don't like being around smoke anymore. I don't like being around the people smoking. It's just kind of bothers me more than it ever did in the past. Since I quit, I guess I just prefer not to be around it at all.
Dude, I don't like the smell of cigarettes. Like, it is what it is. If you're a smoker, I don't care.
Yeah,
But
it's not pleasant.
that's just disgusting. It's on your clothes. It's like you you kiss your partner with just nicotine breath. Ugh. I
Yeah,
had a girlfriend who was a smoker.
yeah, right. It's like licking an ashtray, or at least that must be what it's like. Can't say I know for sure. Um,
It kind of is.
I remember back in high school, me and the guys were like, yeah, I think the girls that smoke, they're much more likely to have an oral fixation. So that was like, okay, yeah, maybe if first girl you're dating, maybe she should be a smoker. Sorry
Don't
about
want no
that.
smokers. I don't want no smokers.
Yeah, well, that was just some demented kind of psychology and logic of a high school student. They won't put
I,
cigarettes in their mouth; it might be open to other things. It's terrible,
oh,
terrible
bro,
person, terrible person.
my mother was such a trip when I was a teenager. I came home, I was fucking around with this summer fling. She lived across the street, like across what road is that? That's 157th Avenue, 180.
It's Miami.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was across the street from the end of my entrance. There was another entrance across the street, so she was staying in that part of the neighborhood. So we would go. Me and a couple of buddies would go hang out, whatever. Somehow, me and her just started hooking up randomly. And one day, I came home and she had left me a couple of hickeys on my neck. And my mom was like, "Yo, if that bitch wants to suck on something, tell her to suck on your dick."
Ah, I never had a girl mother heard a mother say that. That's hilarious. Ah, oh shit, man, that's one for the ages. That's a classic quote there, Lou. You'll
Bro,
never forget that as long as you live.
my mom, boy, like my mother is, she's a real one, if you know what I mean.
You never know what they're going to say. They're fun to be around, folks like that.
Like, bro, just I heard that shit. I was like, okay,
Yeah, she won't have to see any marks then.
like I was that was a the term, like they're trying to make that term now. Well, for me back then, that was a hot boy summer for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, my teenage years, boy, it was. And it was so great because you're out of school for the summer, so it's your mom doesn't really get on you because I didn't have to work yet, so 'cause I wasn't of age to work. I was around 14, 14, 15, I think I was, and we was just going to the pool every day. We had a pool in our neighborhood, so we would go to the pool every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking remember my fucking stepfather's brother came. He was like, "You know how to swim?" I'm like, "No." Okay, I got something for you. He Two other guys. I'll pay you $100. Teach them how to swim. Threw my ass in the deep end. Learn how to swim.
Yeah. you you got that doggy paddle down real quick when it
No,
means
not
you're gonna.
even. It was. They showed me the motions, and I picked up on it. And next thing you knew, I was swimming.
Yeah, natural athlete. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, you just pick up on the shit and you just go.
Yeah,
For me, it was nothing.
mhm. Yeah. Growing up,
Like,
we were lucky. We had a park down at the corner, just 1 block away was this one of the city parks, and they had a pool there. They had baseball diamonds. They had gazebo, and they had a lot of
see,
things there. And so we'd go, and it was good because I got out of the house and I got away from things, and you and your friends were able to go there and play, and we get summer pool passes, and we'd spend a day in the sun, and it was great for your physical conditioning. It was a really good experience, and you're out in the sun. People act like the sun's all bad, and it was a
no,
great
the sun is
experience
good
growing
for
up.
you. That's your source of
Absolutely.
vitamin D. But the thing is,
Absolutely.
it's like now, bro, you think of how when we were kids, the hours upon hours we would be outside playing and not even be fucking thirsty. Now we go
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
and within 10 minutes we're like, bro, where's the water?
See, that's one of the things when you switch to carnivore, you might be surprised at how things change for you. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying that those things change when you change what you're eating. You'll be shocked at how different things are in a lot of ways. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. When you're kids, man, it's like you were unbreakable, And we never thought about sunscreen. What? How absurd, sunscreen. I mean, when you're a kid, once you got a good sunburn, you stayed out of the sun for a while. I mean, it was common sense stuff. But
See, for me as a kid, I didn't sunburn.
hmm
I started sunburning more as an adult. Like the little bit of sun that I got on Sunday, I got some more color back in my arms, which is lovely.
hmm hmm
I asked my cousin, what's the plan for Father's Day? You taking the boat out?
ah, that's cool.
Let's see what it do, Nick. Let's roll. But
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Pork Belly Nation here is going to proudly end this show because, like I said, I have things to go do. Thank you for tuning in, Rex.
Yeah,
That
thanks.
was a treat you shared with me this morning. Very, very, very enjoyable.
That was
We will
funny.
return tomorrow morning with an all new episode of The Morning Pork, Part 3.
Ci vediamo. Skål.
It'll be pork humping all day long.
Nastrovia.
Ciao, Bella.
Ciao, bella.